Hello, I'm Matthew Kay from Beyond the Brick, and I'm here with David Pagano, a co-author of the Lego animation book. And David, we've already discussed numerous topics relating to the book and things that you kind of included in the book. I believe we're going to close out the discussion about the book here with talk about scale. And with Lego, minifigure scale tends to be almost like the default, but there are numerous other scales in the Lego world that you should be building to or thinking about. You give us a little bit of a taste of other scales and implications of scales on animation?
Sure. So you can see some of the scales happening behind me, but one of the main things we talk about in the book is this sort of a scale. And if you're familiar with any of my work, this is what has been dubbed the Pagano puppet. I didn't give it that name because I'm not quite that vain, but it is apt. So this is sort of a mid-sized character in terms of the stuff I generally do, and he's kind of like, I like having a balance between brick-built and sort of the construction kind of scale in terms of like the Hero Factory, Star Wars kind of things, and Galador.
Yes.
And,
Galador.
Sure. So this is something that we have kind of a guide to building in the book. And he's very posable, as you can see, and he's got, this is sort of the newest iteration of this type of character, because I've been using these for a number of years now, but one of the main differences this time around is that the hands used to be just minifigure legs, but because they stopped making yellow legs with a yellow pelvis, I was like, well, time to change that up. So now I've incorporated some of the micro ball joints and given him a little bit more flexibility.
Pixels joints?
Yeah, exactly. Nice. And he's got the old creator eyeballs now.
Yep.
And just giving another option, because you're right, minifigures are usually the default for brick filming novices, and with good reason. They're
everywhere.
They are everywhere, and they are just limited enough to be not overwhelming in terms of like, do I need to move it here or here or here? Like, I don't know how to, like, I'm just new to this. So they keep, the limitations of the minifigure keep it simple for people who are starting out, and then once you sort of want to get your feet wet with like more advanced scales or just trying new things, you can move to something like this. And we also talk about scale in the book from the perspective of, if you're animating on a 3x5 table, you don't need to build a giant city. You can build this guy standing in the foreground and then a micro-scale city in the background.
Forced perspective.
Forced perspective, you're correct, and sort of imply what you would not otherwise be able to build, whether due to space or a number of brick constraints and things like that.
And now we have this scale, we have this scale, we have minifig scale. What about micro scale? Is there any discussion of that? Is that something that, as an animator, I feel like micro would be hard to kind of manipulate, maybe?
We do talk about micro scale in the book just because it is a fun scale and it gives you other options. Obviously, it works great for forced perspective because you can put micro scale buildings in the background and have them look far away, even though they might be only 5 inches away. But also, things like the Lego Movie made great use of micro scale in terms of they would cut to just like sort of humorous, like wide shots where it would just be like a little tiny version of the pirate ship, and it would just go and like things like that. Like they add variety and they let you sort of stretch and flex your muscles in terms of like trying different building techniques and things like that.
Very nice. Well, David, thank you so much for sharing with us. It looks like it'll be a wonderful book, and you should go out and pick up a copy.
I agree with that.